Hello everyone and welcome to the Mancini the Amazing channel. I am your host, Mancini the Amazing, or something, I don't know. Something. I have been playing Pokemon Legends ZA. I am on my way to 100%ing the game. It is actually quite challenging. The fact that as part of doing it, you have to win 1,000 battles as part of 100%ing is certainly interesting. Also, my computer has done this new thing where now, like, I click on any text and it puts like a thing there. I don't know why it does that. But it means that I can no longer navigate up and down, like use like the scroll bar with the arrow keys. It just does this. I have no idea what has caused that. But it's great. I love that fact. I am playing against who some of you may remember from the draft breakdown, Bonesaw and the terrible series of extreme WrestleManiacs with our poor team of Spider-Man here. So we have Calyrex-Ice, Eternatus, Mega Salamence, Arcanine, Excadrill, Tyranitar. And just in case you thought that I was the person who made good decisions, I did trade the Palafin for the Vaporeon, so now they have a Palafin. So that's great. I think if you think about it, it's actually good news if we ignore the fact that it's bad news. I think this is probably... sorry, I was just thinking something on the back end. Yeah, this is just a very terrifying team to match up into. It's very physically offensive, but it does also have Eternatus, as well as Mega Salamence, who... Mega Salamence can be quite physically imposing, or especially imposing, and Eternatus is a very strong special attacker. They do also have Aromatisse and Superior as options there. Plus, they can use like Fake Tears with it, so it's definitely pretty panicky matchup, pretty challenging. So if we go and have a look at the team that I'm bringing, I'm not super confident in this, but I've got Koraidon here. It's got Terra Stella Heavy Slam to be able to hit with Clear Amulet for the 2 Intimidates. It's got Terra Stella Heavy Slam to be able to hit Aromatisse. It's got Terra Stellar Dark Claw, Dragon Claw to be able to hit Salamence, and it also has Collision Course to hit Excadrill. Now, the one problem with being Terra Stellar is they could bring like Terra Blast Fairy, Excadrill, or maybe like a Scarf Eternatus or something, or like Scarf Glare on Superior or stuff to be able to attack me first, which would be challenging. That would be very unfortunate. The whole like Tyranitar situation definitely isn't the easiest to deal with. To pair with it, I do have a Max Fizdef Body Press Raging Bolt. Body Press is able to, do something. It's not that much, but it does something to Excadrill Tyranitar. And then it's got the ability to click Dragon moves. I also just have a bunch of Terra Water because Superior is the only mon that reliably hits Terra Water super effectively, and I need to be able to resist Excadrill. Not Excadrill. Well, Excadrill as well, yes, Excadrill Ironhead. But more specifically, I need to resist Glacial Lance from Calyrex. So yeah, Dragon Pulse actually does alright into a lot of my opponent's team. They've got the Impidimp, which I can always Body Press, and then they've got, the Impidimp and Excadrill, which I can Body Press, and then I can try and Thunderclap against Aromatisse, though this set isn't necessarily great into Aromatisse, which is why I have the Terra Stella Heavy Slam. They can, if they switch in Tyranitar and stuff, it just turns off my Orichalcum Pulse boost, which is obviously pretty challenging because this Pokemon relies on its attack boost. And then I've got Amoonguss here. It's Spore, it's Foul Play, and then it's got Sludge Bomb and Giga Drain so that it can sort of try and put up pressure into Superior, and then Giga Drain allows it to put some pressure up into Excadrill outside of just the Spore. It's not amazing, but Sludge Bomb can also punish them if they go for Terra. If they have like safety goals, they go for Terra Grass. Terra Grass is the more specific one there, and otherwise Spore is pretty challenging into a lot of their team, given that Superior is the only Pokemon which is immune to it. Having Sludge Bomb to hit it is nice. Then I do also have Golem. Golem is here. It's slower than Calyrex and Trick Room, though it is not slower than Aromatisse, and it has Stone Edge and High Horsepower, which does hit a lot of my opponent's team. I think every single Pokemon on my opponent's team is either hit for neutral stab or for super effective, and an impressive number of them are hit for that super effective. And then it's got Eye of Papa Berry, the idea being I can curse and hopefully be able to take, sort of a hit and then have that additional damage pressure the following turn. So it allows me to sort of punish like a Trick Room lead. and then it can use Sturdy to heal up from there, if need be. My Mewtwo is mixed. It's got Low Kick, because Low Kick kills Tyranitar, and then Ice Beam and Side Strike are pretty good into most of the rest of the team. But yeah, I really do just have Low Kick there for Tyranitar. Tyranitar is otherwise quite challenging this Pokemon to deal with, and it gains 40 attack when it Mega Evolves. For everyone who's been complaining about, like Mega Malamar or whoever getting bad Megas, man, Mega Mewtwo Y is really bad. It gets, I think it gets like 40, it loses a bunch of Fizz Def. It gets 40 into both of its offensive stats and 10 into speed, which is okay. But why does it lose Fizz Def? I did not need it to lose Fizz Def. I wouldn't have had to invest this much defense if not for that. And then I've got, as a potential like sort of final option, I looked at Lele, I looked at Tinkaton, I looked at Hoppip. None of them were really speaking to me today. I think if Raticate learned Foul Play, I would bring like a thick fat Raticate with Foul Play, but it doesn't. So I'd be relying on doing damage with it directly with all the Intimidates. So here I just got Scald, Acid Armor, Ice Beam, Protect, and then it's got Terra Poison, and the idea with Terra Poison is just that it makes me resist Grass. It's not a great option, but it is the option that I picked. Let me just really briefly consider the other Grass Resist. There's Dragon, that would make me weak to Ice. There's Flying, that would make me weak to Ice. There's Grass, that would make me weak to Ice. There's Fire. Maybe Fire is better. They still at least me weak to Ground anyway, but then I become weak to Rock. Yeah, no, Poison is just better. Poison like is only punished outside of ground moves, which also punish Fire. If they run Zen Headbutt on Calyrex, which I'm not super concerned will happen. Send me the... Oh, they told me to send the challenge, but I didn't want to do that. Find user. I'm gonna see if I can figure out how to do the thing where that's not what I'm doing. I'm going to see if I can do the bit where it lets you oh no. Spider-Man Peter, Spider-Man Miles, Spider-Man Miguel. I don't know if all of these fit inside the character limit. That doesn't matter. Okay, none of that matters. This is the first time I brought two of the Spider-Man. Partly because Vaporeon I just picked up this week, so the Palafin trait. Actually, I think I picked it up the previous week. I just didn't wind up bringing it. But yeah, leave a comment down below if you guys like Spider-Man or other Pokemon. Leave a like on the video if you are hyped and excited. I've sent the chow. Because I am dreading this, but they've also been saying that they found this a really challenging matchup to prepare for. They're also pretty concerned that they are going to lose, so interesting to sort of have both of us really dreading the matchup. Like they have some options, and those options feel like they apply a very extreme amount of pressure on me. So I'm certainly going to be interested to see what decisions they wind up making, and whether those decisions are ones which I'm sort of successfully able to punish. Because I think that's really sort of where it is. It's like, I need to be able to put up a lot of pressure against them. I have the Mewtwo and the Koraidon, which are fast, but like my Mewtwo has like very little to do into Calyrex. Okay, we don't see Excadrill at all. Okay, that's really good news. So that means that I'm sort of uncontested speed-wise at lead. We see Terra Fairy on the Aromatisse as well. That's really, really good news. Terra Fire. Okay, interesting. A lot of Terra Fire. We see Salamence, we see Arcanine, we don't see Drill. We don't see Palafin. Okay, no Superior either. I wish I brought Lele now, because Lele's actually reasonably good into this particular menagerie. No Terra Grass either, so whatever Mon has Goggles, that's the only Pokemon that's taking. I don't want to lead Raging Bolt and Amoonguss, but I don't know if that's necessarily the best play. I just sort of like it, you know? I could probably also get away with like Mewtwo Raging Bolt, and then have Amoonguss in the back with Koraidon. Terra Ghost. Interesting. I don't know if they go for that Terra Ghost here. This can't punish the Aerobates. I'm just gonna... Frankly, I'm just gonna go for Body Press here into Tyranitar, and I'm gonna Mega Revolt and Psy Strike. Okay, they are quite fast. And they live. They get Trick Room, which is not surprising. Interesting that they are so fast, to be honest. I don't think Thunderclap is quite enough. I'm going to bring Amoonguss in the Mewtwo slot this turn. The question is what else I'm doing. I kind of want to go for Terra Water on Raging Bolt. But what do I want to do with that? I could just Protect, actually. I'm going to Protect and bring in Amoonguss. I can decide if I need to Terra next turn. Oh, that's a lot of damage. Rock Slide, interesting. So I think here, I do want to go for Terra Water. Just because Aromatisse can be slower than Amoonguss. It's almost guaranteed they will be. And then I'll just go for Thunderclap and Sludge Bomb, actually. They took Sand Chip. I don't think they're in range. Alright, let's go for... No, okay, they are not slower than Amoonguss. That is good to know. Well, that means I'm probably significantly advantaged in this Trick Room scenario. Okay. I'm gonna Dragon Pulse, and I'm gonna... Am I gonna Dragon Pulse? Am I gonna double Protect? No, I only have one Protect. I think it's so much that could be happening this turn. It's actually kind of stressful. Alright, I'm gonna Dragon Pulse the Eternatus and go for Spore into Calyrex here. Okay, they are the goggles. That is fairly unfortunate. Obviously, now I wish I had done it into the other guy, right? Okay, both my Pokemon live this turn. I actually don't know that I can beat this Calyrex. I just hit it for so little with my Pokemon. Okay, good to know that they're goggles. Yeah, Spore into Eternatus would have been better. Because I would have been not at 13. Do I think Mewtwo can pick up Eternatus from this range? I'm not confident that I think that. I could double it. But I could also double the Calyrex here. Not gonna do that much though. I don't know that I can win from here. Why didn't I throw the damage into the Calyrex, you know? Sort of beating myself up for that. I feel like just having gotten some chip into Calyrex may have been better. Even though getting chip into Eternatus is also very important. I'm just going to go for Protect in both slots here. I don't think that's likely to matter. If I had Flare Blitz, maybe it could pick up, but I don't. So Does Crydon ever live Dynamax Cannon? I don't think so. No. No, it doesn't. Not if they have any investment. I mean, this is how I... Oh, okay. That's obviously a pretty reasonable play on their end. I was originally going to throw both attacks into that slot, but... Yeah, I mean, I guess I just throw a Dragon Claw at Eternatus. I'm not going to be doing much of anything with this turn. Okay, so it still does 40, so it's not going to pick up from full, which is what I knew. That's why I'm Terra Stellar. Okay. Doesn't it sort of feel like Vaporeon actually was reasonably good into a lot of the stuff they brought? Maybe not into the Swords Dance. The Swords Dance does feel like a problem. But I end up leading, yeah. Mewtwo. Let me just compare how much the Mega Mewtwo low kick is doing to how much the body press was doing. Okay, I think if I lead Koraidon and Mewtwo, I can probably prevent Trick Room. But then, like, my follow-ups to Trick Room are a bit awkward. Yeah, I think if I foul played the Calyrex on that turn, that was winnable. Should just go for it. I didn't word my thought process, but I was like, oh, I'm like a bit worried about them going for I think I'm bringing Vaporeon. Question is, am I bringing Golem? Am I bringing Raging Bolt? Am I bringing Amoonguss? I think I'm bringing Raging Bolt. Okay. I really want to just Terra Stellar Dragon Claw this Salamence immediately. I got Ice Beam though. I'm gonna Collision Course the Arcanine. It's Terra Fairy. What if I protect and I go for just Mega Ice Beam into Salamence? Because I'm worried about a Play Rough coming out into the Koraidon this turn. Okay, what did they go for with this slot? Okay, I was right about the Play Rough at least. I'm just gonna go for a Terra Stellar Collision Course and another Ice Beam. I think depending on how they're invested, this Terra Stellar Collision Course can probably pick up if they don't Terra. It's bad if they do Terra. But it's not that bad, right? Because they have burned their Terra. And I'm probably still doing half. It's obviously bad that I burnt my Terra. Okay, but do they Terra, is the question. They do not. Oh, and it misses the roll. Oh, but they went for Snarl. Interesting. Okay. I mean, I think I just Dragon Claw Calyrex. And I guess Ice Beam the Arcanine from this range. Okay. Maybe that was a net negative for me? I'm not sure. I'm not sure. Well, we'll see who's last, right? I mean, I've been using Protect, which means it probably wasn't the worst move to bring. Obviously, it would have been better if the Collision Course picked up. Okay. I kind of want to get Mewtwo out. What if I Dragon Claw and bring in Vaporeon? This is playing around them going for an attack into the Koraidon. It doesn't play around to protect amazingly well. What if I protect and bring in Vaporeon? This gives me like some punish to the Trick Room play, which is definitely a potential. Okay, so I do sort of wish I had just attacked the because now they can just do it again. What if I bring in Raging Bolt? No, I'm trying to like play around them going for a lot of different things, and that is just challenging to do. I think I'm just gonna Dragon Claw the Calyrex and Acid Armor this turn. It's not amazing, especially not if they like actually throw an attack into Vaporeon. But I don't really have a whole lot of depth at this point because I don't have the Amoonguss in the back. I would love to be able to bring Amoonguss in this slot, even with the attack likely coming out into it. But I don't feel super weak into Eternatus. But maybe I should be feeling worse into Eternatus with my Vaporeon. I just want to get some damage into the Calyrex. I feel like if I do get... Yeah, okay, good. This is the sort of turn that I was hoping for. Obviously not a perfect turn because Calyrex does go down this... Koraidon does go down right now. But... at the very least, I should be able to bring out Mewtwo. And I think I go for Protect with Mewtwo. And Scald the Calyrex. Why do I think that? I don't think that this necessarily picks me up, right? What do we know about this Calyrex? Do we know anything interesting? It's not banded. What did I just hit it with? Dragon Claw for 47? What did it just hit me with? Glacial Lance for 9? That's a lot of damage. Okay, so it probably does have some bulk. I think I actually go for Ice Beam and Scald into the Calyrex this turn. Okay, well that wound up not seeming like a great play in that context. Alright, actually, have we seen the other move it has? Oh, we haven't seen Trick Room. What if I actually just Protect and Scald the Calyrex this turn? Alright. I'm gonna double the Etern this turn. Okay, good, I didn't need to. Oh, I hope this Ice Beam picks up. Okay, it does. Okay. We have won a game, which is obviously pretty solid. Let me just get the replay here while I'm waiting for my opponent to pick their turn. Just to click Salvets. So obviously Ice Beam and Ice Beam. GG. GG. I keep doing that like thing where I accidentally only type one G instead of both. Okay, so if we think about how I'm adapting, what did I wind up? I think I led the Koraidon Mewtwo lead this game. They haven't seen if I have a fire move, because they haven't seen Heavy Slam either. What's their best lead into Koraidon Mewtwo? I don't feel like they have an amazing one. I feel like that may have genuinely been their best lead, and it wasn't great. Is Calyrex? Like, that was the... Was that only one Intimidate, actually? It was. Arcanine is not Intimidate. Arcanine is Flash Fire. That makes sense. That does make sense. I mean, Raging Bolt didn't do anything. Amoonguss would have been better. Alright, I'm gonna try the same, but with Vaporeon and Amoonguss in the back. I'm just gonna Protect, because I kind of expect them to Glacial Lance with Calyrex this turn. So I'm gonna Mega... I think Low Kick is my move into, Calyrex. No, Side Strike still? Okay. I kind of expect, yeah, a Protect from Aromatisse here. And a Glacial Lance. It happens. It was for the big damage. Obviously, I kind of wish it wasn't Terra Stellar right now, given that I'm facing the Calyrex. But what if I... Okay, so they have the ability to Trick Room. I don't know if they have the ability to Trick Room with Calyrex. If they do, obviously not amazing, but I think it's still fine. I got, like, Vaporeon. I did reveal Vaporeon's entire moveset. No, I didn't reveal Protect, but I don't think that that's the... I don't think that's the sort of move that gives me enough. Okay, what if I just go for the Heavy Slam and the Side Strike into Calyrex? Obviously, not amazing if they go for Protect Glacial Lance, but this covers most of the Trick Room plays. And it keeps, it leaves me with the ability to... Okay, that's obviously pretty solid. That Pokemon is so good. I don't even know what to do this turn. I kind of want to go hard Amoonguss, but I don't want to because they're going to Glacial Lance. I really want to Terra this Amoonguss. If I get another Side Strike into Calyrex... Calyrex did reveal Protect, right? Yeah, if I get another Side Strike into Calyrex... Yeah, so that was the play that the Protect play plays around. And the Protect play definitely seems like it was the best play at this current point in time because they made the play that the Protect play it deals with. Yeah, I mean, being Terra Stellar... like, the Terra Stellar came in really important last game, but it feels bad right now because it didn't come in important this game. So, I need to play around them going for Trick Room and Protect, I think. And Acid Armor. I think Side Strike into Calyrex is probably always fine. Okay, I could sort of now wish I went for Scald. Oh shit, that's really bad. Oh, because they're faster as well. Oh, that's really well, really cool prep from them. I'm gonna Acid Armor, and I'm going to, frankly, Spore the Aromatisse this turn. Oh, it was Lumberry. They're just a greater player than I am. I mean, GG's. GG's. I should have just doubled the slot. If I doubled it, I won. They made really good calls. Okay, they didn't Sword Stance on that turn, which I think was their only way of losing. Oh, yeah. I mean, okay, I don't think... I mean, don't lie. Don't lie. Lying is dumb. Don't lie. For what purpose would you lie? I am Citrus Berry, but the Pokemon has Unnerve. I don't know why they... Like, I can't believe that that's an opinion that someone would seriously hold in this position. Right? You know, like, even a crit Scald wasn't KOing, even outside of Sun. I didn't have Protect. I went for Foul Play, so if they had gone for Heal Pulse, maybe Foul Play was okay. Like, it wouldn't have KO'd, it would have done, like, 50, maybe. Maybe 50. Like, not even guaranteed. Depends on how they're invested. But, like, yeah, I can't even... Like, the next one doesn't even KO, right? Like, okay, I will get the last Acid Armor up, but they are just going to PP Storm me. Maybe I should be going for Ice Beam Freezes? Oh yeah, they went for the my thought was if I get a Skull Burn and then Ice Beam Freeze, but yeah, like I've just lost by such a wide margin that you know, I could have made different plays in the early games and that was my like way around it. But like there's nothing at this point that I can meaningfully do. Like Double Protect here obviously can like get me out of Trick Room. Getting me out of Trick Room doesn't do anything. Not without that. I needed the freeze there. And even then Scald Thor's Pokemon. So I would have needed to knock the Calyrex out, doing 6% with free. I would have needed the Calyrex to stay frozen the entire game, and I would have needed to like use Ice Beam on it until it nearly faints. If they Dazzling this time, they just always win. Yeah, crit wasn't even enough. Alright, GG's. Yeah, I just think it was... I mean, thank you guys for watching. Peace.